For the data exploration problem, please open the Majors data file. Once you've done so, you should get a screen that looks like this. Now we can open the data set that's given to you. To do this, click on the Majors collection so it's highlighted, then click Drag and Drop Table onto your workspace. If you expand it, you can see all of the variables that are available to us in this data set. The problem then asks us to create a bar graph of the variable MAJ. MAJ is the major that we have here, and it's given to us as a number. However, MAJ is supposed to be a categorical variable. So when we click Drag and Drop Graph, then click Drag and Drop Major, we don't want it to come up as a quantitative variable. However, since it's numbers, Fathom will think that it should be a quantitative variable. You can see that if we hold the Shift key when we drop this, it will force the data to become categorical. Now we can see that we have three majors represented in our problem, and they're equally represented at approximately 80 students per each. Now we can create a histogram of the variable GPA. Again, click Drag and Drop a graph into your workspace, then click Drag and Drop GPA onto that graph. It comes up as a dot plot as default, but you can change it to a histogram to observe what's going on. You are then asked to click on the bar representing Major 1 and see what happens to the GPA graph. If you click on Major 1, you can see that the data in the GPA graph is also highlighted. It appears that the Major 1 happens to have values for most of the GPAs for our data set. You're also asked to figure out which of the three majors has the lowest GPA. Following a similar pattern, I can then click on Major 2 and see what GPAs represent Major 2. We can see from the histogram on the right that Major 2 happens to have a lot of high-valued GPAs. Clicking on Major 3, we can then see that those values tend to have the lower GPAs. So Major 3, whatever that might be, tends to have the lowest GPA. Major 2, whatever that might be, tends to have the highest GPA.